Are you ready?
Hi, I'm Maurice Lester, Mo for short, and I support Woody Johnson. Woody H. Johnson was born on April 20th, 1969, in the good old city of Odessa, Texas. His father, Richard Johnson, owned a ranch, and his mother, Anita Johnson, worked as a grocery store clerk. Oldest of six, Woody had many responsibilities, from taking care of his younger siblings to helping his father around the family ranch. Throughout his high school career, Woodrow obtained many accolades, from being a three-time state champ in football, a four-year All-American in basketball, and a five-star recruit for baseball. He was also the valedictorian. After his senior year, he decided to attend the United States Military Academy in West Point, New York, where he again graduated at the top of his class. Once graduated, he served in the military for 10 years before honorably retiring from the Army to pursue a career in politics. Woody ran for state representative in Texas as soon as he could. With all the ranchers on his side, he was able to sweep his opponent. He then proceeded to get re-elected. He then served 2 terms as a senator for the state of Texas.
Hi, I'm Woody Johnson, and I am the candidate for the Bull Moose Party. I am here today to talk about some reforms and changes that I feel we need to see in the government. We need to have an election reform, a Wall Street and corporate reform, smaller, more responsive government, women's rights, immigration reform, state loan reform, healthcare, and even law enforcement. So what do we mean by election reform? As a Bull Moose Party, we support the Open Our Democracy Act, which requires that states establish independent commissions for congressional redistricting, make election days a holiday, and institutes open top 2 parties for House and Senate elections, allowing all voters, including registered independents and unaffiliated voters, to participate in primaries. We also want to allow all open primaries and create a none-of-the-above option in all federal elections. So what do we mean by Wall Street and corporate reform? We need to eliminate corporate welfare, including tax breaks, subsidies, and loopholes. We need to strengthen Social Security by removing the ceiling. We need to establish measures to bring much greater transparency to the Federal Reserve, including annual or biannual independent audits. We need to rewrite the Stock Act to strengthen the ban on members of Congress from trading on insider information, eliminating their abnormally high returns and the harm this causes to the American people. This is all shown by a great quote from our founder, Teddy Roosevelt. The man of great wealth owes a particular obligation to the state because he derives special advantages from the mere existence of the government.
Oh, yeah.
Women's rights. We need to eliminate the gender pay gap and provide 90 days of paid family leave for everyone, regardless of gender. We need to protect women's health education and require the boards of all public companies to have at least 30% women and at least 30% men too. Immigration reform. First and foremost, take immediate responsible steps to strengthen our border, protect border communities, and bring an end to illegal immigration. Establish a just, humane path to citizenship that allows immigrant families to stay together, pay taxes, and contribute to the betterment of the United States. As Ronald Reagan said in his 1984 election, I believe in the idea of amnesty for those who have put down roots, who have lived here, even though sometimes they may have entered illegally. We need to enforce the laws against employers that are illegally hiring illegal immigrants. Student loan reform. End the federal government's profiting off student loan programs. We also need to curb excessive student loan interest rates. They harm all students. Healthcare. Establish a single healthcare system for all U.S. citizens, one that is equivalent to the healthcare available to the members of the U.S. Congress. Eliminate the health insurance industry. We currently spend about 1/3 of all healthcare dollars on billing and bureaucracy. This does not include the profit that goes to insurance companies. This makes no sense. We propose to eliminate the healthcare industry and replace it with a single payer system. Require the government to negotiate lower prices of healthcare and prescription drugs.
Good one. I like that.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Law enforcement. We need to end the war on drugs. Do not legalize narcotics, but decriminalize personal possession of drugs such as marijuana. Treat drug use and abuse as a public health issue, not a crime. We need to recalibrate the DEA to focus on harm reduction and treatment programs while focusing on drug cartels and keeping drugs out of the hands of children. Legalize, regulate, and tax cannabis just like alcohol. God bless the troops and puppies.